This is my 1982 Golf Mk1. It was left by my grandfather and it was sitting for 12 years. In the last few videos, I managed to start it. It fired right away, only changed the battery. I managed to clean it. It was absolutely disgusting because it was sitting 12 years. Now we are going to do the first service on this car. New oil filter, new fuel filter. I'm gonna add new fuel just so it dilutes it a little bit because the fuel in this car is really old. I'm gonna change the glow plugs. I'm gonna change the air filter. And this is a disclaimer. I'm not a fucking mechanic. So this is going to be very interesting. Let's go. Now, I do not have perfect conditions in my backyard. As you can see, I will try to do this and jack up the car on soil. This is not ideal. You ideally need a hard surface. But I made these hardwood planks, so it's better, but in the future I will love to have like a hard surface which I can do this on. Let's go. Let me show you how rusty this car is. I don't know where to jack it up. This is the area, the jacking up point, this right here. As you can see, the whole section is rusted through. The floor is completely rotten and I had to jack it up in a not so great area. I'll see what I can do, but it's almost impossible to jack this car up. That was the scariest fucking thing I've done in my life. Let me show you where I put the jack stand. Here's where I put the jack stand, and as you can see here, this is not structural at all. Like, this keeps breaking. And people on the internet say to put it on the wishbone. This is the wishbone of the car. So, yeah, we'll see. Wish me luck. I think after this video I'll never do a service on this car. So basically I'll do this now, never do it again. So yeah, I would say that's secure, but I'm still fucking scared. As you can see, I put it on jack stands, and also as you can see, I left the jack as well. I also placed two of the rims which were in the car just as safety, because it's very rotten. It's actively disintegrating. So my plan is to drain the oil first as soon as possible, change the bolt so I cannot be under the car anymore because it's fucking dangerous. So let's go and do that. I'll be draining the oil now. To be honest, I thought it would be stuck, but it's okay. To be honest, it doesn't look that bad. It's obviously very black, but it has been a long time since this car has had a service, so I'm not surprised. The washer on the bolt is okay too, but I got a new washer anyways. One good thing about this car is that everything is accessible. So even though I have the car on jack stands and I think it's actively disintegrating, I can reach the bolt without being really under the car. I'm actually in front of the car a bit, so that's great. I'm gonna let this drain. Okay, so I changed the washer on the bolt. I added a new washer and also cleaned it a bit with brake fluid. And I'm going to put it inside now. Sorry about the dogs in the background. It's important to clean the area after draining the oil, because if there's a leak after, you can tell that it's actively leaking and it's not from earlier. Okay, I think that's enough. I'm really scared about stripping bolts. It's like I have PTSD for that. So that's done. Now we are going to move to the oil filter. I have never used oil filter removal tool like this. So this is going to be a learning experience. Also, I'm sorry if the angle is bad. It's pretty hard to capture this. I have to get an extension. Okay, I am so mad that my camera didn't get me taking out the old oil filter and putting the new one in. But I basically did that. If you're wondering how a 12-year oil plus thousands of miles oil looks like, here it is. And this is the old oil filter. So it's safe to say that it's pretty black. But I just found something which is fucking crazy. I found what appears to be metal shavings in the oil. Now, I'm not sure if you can see it well. I'm not sure if it's metal shavings because it doesn't feel like it. But whatever it is, it shouldn't be in the oil. I'm so glad that I'm not underneath the car anymore. I've changed the oil filter. I've drained the oil. Now it's time to add new oil in the car. Now, this car takes around 4 liters of oil, but I'll put like 3.5 and I'll check the level, and if it's not enough, I'll add more. Again, sorry about the dogs. Okay, that should be 3.5 liters of oil. Now let's move to the fuel filter.
It's our time to shine. Show that's the kind of state of mind you gotta combine with hard work and time. You gotta climb to the top. Don't let yourself drop till your heart stops. Let this beat rock.
Unfortunately, I have bought the wrong fuel filter. As you can see on the old one, there are the fuel lines that come on the top. And this is a different style filter where it screws in like a regular oil filter. Anyways, it's unfortunate, but I'm going to put the oiled fuel filter in there. I may have introduced some air into the system like this now. So it just means that I'll have to crank it a bit more when I start it.
New clock and a new stock for this new rock. Just let your mind loose from the new stock. Drunk off the goose, thinking that I'm too pop. Getting caught with a few thoughts, cause I'm too lost. Off the speakers can't even handle me. Giving what I got, nobody's gonna drain my energy. And I will never stop, I'm motivated by enemies. Setting up shop so everybody remember me. And though I am not going through life regretfully, I'd rather work non-stop.
Okay, so that was a waste of time. Now it's time to change the air filter. As you saw in the first video I did on this Golf, this filter looks very bad. Let me compare it to the other filter just so you can see it. This is the new filter. What a difference. So yeah, I'm going to wipe it down a bit and then I'll install the new filter. New air filter is in. Unfortunately, I have to flush the system because I found blue coolant in the trunk. I can see that now it has only water, but still I have pink coolant. Pink and blue coolant cannot mix. Even pink and red coolant cannot mix, even though they're almost the same formula. So whenever you're changing from blue to red or from red to pink, you have to flush the system. So I'm going to flush it just in case, even though what appears to be in the car right now is only water. So I'm now flushing the system. That went well. So apparently someone has already mixed the coolants in this car. When you mix the coolants, you get like a sludge. And when I took the radiator hose now, it wasn't draining very well. So I looked inside the coolant tank and there's sludge at the bottom. So this is why you do not mix coolants. As you can see, all of that dark parts is practically from mixing the coolant. So I have to put a hose here with water and let the system circulate, and so that the sludge gets removed. This will be hard without making any mess, so it's going to be a messy process. It's draining now at the bottom, as you can probably hear it. I have to hold it up top like this so that the water drains well at underneath. If I hold it like this, it doesn't drain very well. I made a whole mess at the bottom, but I think it's enough flushing the system. I can see it's just water coming underneath the bottom. I fucking made a whole mess. And my genius ass had the idea of draining out the coolant in the oil bucket. So now I have to deal with this. Okay, I just need to reconnect the hoses now, and I cannot add coolant in the car.
Incessantly, then want some more job just to live life pleasantly. Already got lost in my mind, not a fantasy. I'm getting forgotten souls, so stop, drop, and roll. You lost all control and pop off your ball. I got squat, I fold. I'm not bought, I'm sold. My stock rocks, it's gold. Hey, knock, knock, she holding shit. Talk to close. I ain't stopping though. It's hip hop, you know, or is it rock and roll? I'm not.
I have never changed glow plugs, so this will be an interesting experience. Now, these glow plugs in general are known to seize, so I'm not sure how hard it will be to take out. But we'll see. I sprayed it with some WD-40, but let's see if that's enough. Okay, it came out. Perfect. Wow, look at this glow plug. I doubt this was even working. I'm going to put a new one in just so it doesn't stay open like this. So I'm going to put the new one in immediately, then I'm going to move on the next one. Here is the old one and here's the new one, just so you can see the difference. It's crazy. Let me tighten it a bit. I'm not sure how tight should I go with this. I think that's enough. Ooh, I got scared. Here's how it looks like with the new spark plug. So I changed the glow plugs and now it's time to start the car. I really hope I did everything right. The glow plugs were a pain in the ass. Like, I never want to do that again. I never want to do that again. But at least they are now changed. We have new oil. When I turn on the car, I should put the heater on full blast and all the air in the system will come up from here. And I'll keep topping it up as we go. So yeah, glow plugs connected. Oil changed. Fuel filter not changed. I'll change that. I have to add new fuel. So let's do that now. To be honest, this isn't really necessary because, as I said in a previous video, diesel can be good for a long time. It doesn't go bad like petrol. But just add some fuel just so there's more fuel, more cleaner fuel in the system. All right, let's start it and see if I've broken anything. I sure hope this works. That's crazy, it started on the first try. It's fucking loud. Anyways, as you saw, it started on the first try. Much easier than before. Before you had to... Sometimes it wouldn't start even 3 times. You try it once, you try it twice, maybe on the second try it goes, but usually on the 3rd try. But now, immediately on the first try, even though I took the fuel filter out and there was air in the system. Anyways, I'm so glad there is new oil, new fuel, new coolant in this car. It will have a new life now. And it's so rusty at the bottom. As you saw in the beginning, this is dangerous to work on. So yeah, but we got it done.